Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Let's start with today's stories. Am I the idiot for describing my mom's second marriage and her younger kids as her do-over family? I, 17 female, lost my dad when I was 5. My parents were married, but I remember dad being more present in my early memories than mom, and when my dad died, I know my mom wasn't there for me. She left me to raise myself, or she roped in some extended family to take care of me, usually grandparents. But she wouldn't always do that, and I was sort of forced to become independent and more mature in some ways to raise myself. Like, I had to make sure I ate, did homework, got to school on time, all without my mom helping me. The most she'd do is make some food, but she wouldn't even tell me she had. I usually had to search the fridge to find it. My grandparents were the ones who celebrated my birthdays with me, and they were the ones who typically went to my school for parent conferences. My mom doesn't know me. She couldn't tell you what classes I take in high school, what my favorite food or color is, who my friends and best friends are, nothing. 5 years ago, she met her husband Sam, and pretty quickly, like before they were living together, my mom got pregnant. So Sam moved in and my mom married him. Her daughter was born 4 years ago, and her son followed along 2 years later. And right away, I see the difference in how my mom is with them. She knows them, she loves them, she dedicates time to them, she advocates for them. All the things I do not remember her ever doing for me. She eats with them and plays with them, and she takes her daughter to preschool every day and takes her for a treat after. It sucks to see. I didn't get a good mom, but I see she had in her it to be a good mom and chose not to be. Sam isn't as good as my dad was, though. But he's still better than my mom ever was to me. Last week, my mom asked me to babysit for her and Sam, and I said no. My mom was shocked and asked me why I wouldn't babysit. I told her I had work and I had plans with friends. She told me she would have expected me to want time with the kids. I told her I don't want time with her do-over family. She asked me what that meant, and I said Sam and the kids are her do-over family. She's a better mom to her younger kids, and she and Sam have created their own perfect little family with them and their kids. But she was never that for me. I told her I have zero interest in helping her out with the do-over family, and I pointed out that it was the most she had said to me in years, because she normally doesn't talk to me or include me in anything, and the only reason she was speaking to me is because she wanted something. She was all, "How dare you say that about Sam and the kids," and she told me I had an awful attitude, and she hopes the kids never pick up on how I feel about them and their dad. She told me they deserve better than being described that way, and she told me I had some nerve to be jealous that her kids have a happy family life. I laughed and told her she only cared about them, and that was clear. She called me a nasty little witch. Am I the idiot? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I described my mom's second marriage and her younger kids as her do-over family. Maybe that's not fair for me, because it kind of sounds like I blame the kids and her husband when my mom is the person I have the issue with, and there is the fact I don't want to spend time with her kids, who are biologically my siblings. OP also gives more info in the comments. You want to know how much my mom cares for me? She and Sam send out Christmas cards every year of the family. It's always them and their kids. I have never been included in that. They take other professional family photos, at least twice a year. Again, I am not part of that. So no, I do not think there is anything worth saving. Ouch. Also, what mother calls their child a witch? She really doesn't care about how you feel, does she? Nope. I don't think she ever really cared about me. How old was your mother when she had you? My mom was 28, 29 when she had me. I think it sounds like she was busy trying to make money and keep you without living in poverty, and somehow lost you in the whole process. She wasn't, though. She didn't work that much to make the excuse of trying to keep us out of poverty. She would be around. Just not present for me. Your mom wasn't there for you, and that must be painful. You just lost your dad. And she just lost her husband. Did you think that maybe she couldn't cope either? She wasn't really there before he died. Are your grandparents still a resource for you? My grandparents are still there for me. They still take me to celebrate my birthday, often both sets come together for it, and I spend time at their house when I'm able to, and they're around. I talk to them when I'm struggling with it more. They have also reassured me that even though my mom isn't there, I will always have people who love me. Couldn't you go and stay at your grandparents'? I stay with them sometimes, but can't really move in with them. Have your maternal grandparents sat their daughter down and had a talk with her about this? They have. I remember them fighting about it a couple of times, and I know my paternal grandparents also attempted to talk to my mom. Ask yourself what you would want your relationship to be like. Do you want it to end ASAP, or would you rather have a more loving relationship like she has with your siblings? I would rather it end as soon as possible, because she cannot take back the last several years, and I'm not willing to be the one to ask her to be a better mom to me. If she wanted to, she would have, that's how I see it. I'm not chasing her. I have enough love in my life to not need to chase her. It's not like her own parents didn't try to get her to step up to the plate before. She just argued back at them. So they and my paternal grandparents had to step up. Sam doesn't have a presence in my life really, so I don't feel any appreciation for him. He's just married to my mom and his focus is on his family. But you may want to have a relationship to your siblings. I'm good with not having a relationship with them. I can't really see them as true siblings anyway, because other than blood we share nothing. They're not part of my family though. Or at least I am not part of theirs. We share DNA. But that's it. I'm not going out of my way to be mean to them, I don't hate them. I'm just not an active part of their life and won't be. If her two kids ever try to come and ask why you're not in their lives, be honest. If they ever reach out as adults, I will make sure to explain why so they don't blame themselves. I'll still have family. I have 2 sets of grandparents who I love and an uncle in another state. I won't be without family, just because I don't want to bond with my mom's other kids. She has clearly been happy and healthy for those 5+ years, why did she continue to treat OP like shit that entire time? This is exactly what I'm saying. She could start over and do better, but couldn't work on doing better with her existing child. She doesn't even mention me as part of her family. Well, no, not the idiot. I don't know why, but I think there's something strange about this. I don't think OP is lying or anything, but maybe she doesn't know the whole story? Or maybe I'm overthinking this, and OP's mother just wasn't ready to be a mom when she had her, but now she is. Whether because of her age, or because she has a partner to raise the children this time, or for any other reason. It sucks, I know, but it happens. And from OP's mom's reaction, she was surprised by her daughter's feelings, so is it possible that she was doing this without the intention of hurting OP? I don't know, but it's a fact that OP was neglected growing up. And I'm very sorry for you, OP. Also, you have every right to tell her how this hurt you in the past and how it still hurts now. But I would like to know, are you sure that you have no interest in having a relationship with your siblings in the future? I understand you don't want anything to do with your mother, but maybe later, you and your siblings can have a good relationship. Also, if your mother shows that she is remorseful of her actions towards you, would you give her a chance to make it up to you? Would you be open to this? To let her try to be the mom you deserve? But if after everything you said to her, she continues to treat you the same way, maybe it's better for you to go no/low contact with her. Whatever decision you make, choose what is best for you. Good luck, OP. And what advice would you give OP? Don't forget to comment down below. And now let's read what the comments say. Jealous that her kids have a happy family life. So, whose kid are you? Not the idiot. Go live with your grandparents if you can. Not hers. She's always been clear about that. I mean, no, not the idiot, you are right and we're blunt about it. Your mom didn't want to hear your truth. It sounds like you have your head screwed on right, but I would start making plans for when you can get out of there. College is amazing, you can find your own chosen family. I plan to go into a trade, because college isn't in the cards for me. But I already have plans for what will happen when I turn 18 in a few months. Not the idiot. Talk to your grandparents, see if they can take you in, and try to save the money you get from your job. You're 17 years old, your 18th birthday will be move-out day. Not the idiot. And good you're standing up for yourself. If Sam asks about all this, be honest with him, he probably doesn't know the true story. And yes, it will be a shit show when mommy dearest has to answer for years of neglect. Not the idiot. And from the way you stated your points, it sounds like your mother is trying to deflect your truth onto her husband and your siblings, rather than facing the fact she is the one who is the problem. Ask her some of those questions. What subjects, foods, etc., are your favorites? What did you do for a particular holiday or birthday? Who was your 5th, 7th, etc., grade teacher, or whatever questions you want. When she can't answer, just tell her she proved your point. This has nothing to do with her husband or your siblings, it's all on her. And what do you guys think of all this? What advice would you give OP? Do you think she went too far with what she said to her mom? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, and I hope you are enjoying the video so far. If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for warning my friend her baby would be treated differently by the father's family because she isn't married to him? My friend, Alyssa, is having a baby with my fiancé's cousin, Daniel. My fiancé's family are old-fashioned, and having children outside of wedlock isn't something the elders are happy about, even these days. I've known them my whole life, so I've seen firsthand how children born out of wedlock are treated differently. The only child they've treated the same as my son, and that's because everybody always knew/assumed I would eventually marry my fiancé. So it wasn't as big of a deal to his parents as it would have been otherwise, but even then, there were some issues we had to work through. I warned Alyssa that her baby is most likely going to be treated differently, because she had all of these plans for her daughter's life that relied on the dad's family funding them, which I think won't happen. I know it's a tough pill to swallow, but she accused me of lying and mentioned how my son's grandparents and great-grandmother treated him just as good as the other kids in the family. I told her that was different, and she didn't like my answer when I explained how it was. We've been fighting for the last week and I'm wondering if I was an a-hole? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I told my friend her baby was most likely going to be treated differently to the other grandchildren in the dad's family. I hurt her feelings by saying what I said, and I said it when she was excited about the life she was planning for her baby, so I could have chosen a better opportunity to gently explain how the baby's paternal family are. As I mentioned, OP also replies some comments and gives more information. Info needed. How are you stating these things as facts? What are you basing this on? I've seen it happen before in 3 different cases, including with Daniel's brother. I warned her so she doesn't get her hopes up, and ends up hurt once her baby is born, and things aren't how she expects them to be. Daniel is engaged already, he's in an open relationship, so he won't marry her. I don't think she should end the pregnancy, unless she wants to. Hey OP, I get where you're coming from, but maybe the way you articulated your thoughts wasn't great. It's tough to hear someone imply that a child won't be good enough, even if that wasn't your intention. I can see why your friend was upset. But after reading the details you shared about the child's paternal family, I understand your perspective, and what you were trying to do. So no, I don't think you're the idiot here. But it seems like you might be marrying into a family of idiots, since to them, it seems like a child's worth is based on their parents' marital status. So, perhaps you're not the idiot, but they definitely are. And you need to ask yourself OP, are you sure you want to be part of this family? If the answer is yes, I hope you are prepared for the possible situations you may face in the future. Good luck. And what did you guys think of this situation? What advice would you give OP? Don't forget to leave your opinions down below. Now let's read what the comments say. Info: what is your goal with telling her this? And insisting she believe you? Do you think she needs to marry her partner? You had a child, and haven't even married your partner yet. Should she be in more of a rush to marry than you are? Make her partner propose? Do you think she should end the pregnancy? What is she supposed to do to roll back the clock on being pregnant and unmarried? Seriously, what is the point of this conversation? The only thing you really seem to be telling her is that you, like her, had a child without getting married, but you are special and she needs to acknowledge it. You are the idiot. I was with you until you brought up the fact that they treat your child, born out of wedlock, just fine. And you still aren't actually part of the family because he hasn't married you. Since it's been long enough that you know they treat your child fine, sounds like a really long engagement. Wow. You are the idiot. Except in the comments she states her cousin is engaged to someone else, and in an open relationship. So the baby is, from a traditional point of view, an affair baby. You need to mention in the original post that the baby daddy is in a serious relationship with someone else. That makes a huge difference in how people are judging this post. They are assuming these two people are in a relationship. You are right, but stop fighting with your friend. Her knowing beforehand won't really change the reality. Not the idiot, and I think all these "you are the idiot" votes are misunderstanding your purpose, and also the situation at large. I would amend the original post to include that the father of this woman's child is already engaged to someone else. Letting her know that she shouldn't rely on financial support of judgmental people, who have a history of othering those in circumstances similar to hers, is a perfectly fine thing to do, in my honest opinion, and in some ways, probably doing her a favor. And what do you guys think of this situation? What would you do if you were OP? And if you were her, and knowing how they are, would you still want to be part of this family? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, go watch the video that is appearing on the screen right now or click on one of our playlists that are in the description to watch more videos. Until next time.